We're working with some Rotobox carbon fiber wheels today. These are a beautiful set of brand new wheels provided to us by Rotobox to show you how safe it can be to change tires with the No-Mar tire changer. We've let the air out of the wheel. We've taken the core out, the air will come out. Now we're going to move and the rear block to the peg hole with the yellow dot. That positions that to break the bead. You're going to lay your wheel on top of the blocks. The bottoms of your rims are safe on the polyethylene blocks. Non-marring wedges on the T will separate and break the bead. If you were to slip this, you're not going to scratch these wheels up. Our tire changers are carbon fiber safe. You get lots of leverage with them. They're easy to use. You want to break the bead on both sides of the wheel before you lock the wheel in. Alright, now that the wheel tire is broken loose, we're going to lock the wheel in. Use the two dog blocks and lock and cam to hold the wheel. They're polyethylene, there's a lifetime warranty on them, no metal touches the wheel, and of course they are carbon fiber safe. So I'm going to push the wheel into each of the two dog blocks, get it in the cam, turn the cam, and lock the wheel. You can't over clamp that carbon wheel, and if you were to under clamp it and it were to spin, you didn't damage it, just push the cam a little tighter or readjust your blocks. And we use a wet spray lube. We're taking the old tire off only. We're going to use a paste tire lube concentrate for putting the new tire on. Now it's very important that we don't lever on the edge of this rim. And you need to compress the opposite side of the tire that you're going to be working with the tool. We do have some extra hand clamp tools which can do that for you if you don't feel comfortable, but that's going to keep that tire in the drop center. Now what I can do is I can get this tip in next to that, slide it around a little slick. Now I'm not going to jack this sideways quite yet. I'm going to continue to push this tire down while I pull this bar up. That way we never pry on the rim, we just lift the tire over the rim. Now I'm done with the extra hand clamp. And we'll take the first half off. The second half is similar. You're going to keep that non-marring tip on the top edge of the rim up here. I lift the tire up, so I'm never getting the metal part of the tool near the rim. You pull that top of that back, you lift the bottom, and you've got a very stress-free environment for this wheel. Let's take the second half off. Now, of course, you're going to get your new tire. It's going to be dry and clean. There's not going to be any tire lube on it yet. Clean your wheel. Inspect it. Watch out on some carbon fiber wheels. You can pick up splinters. So you want to be careful that you're not going to wipe the lube on there and catch a splinter. Now I'm going to take the lube paste. And I'm going to lube the drop center. I'm not lubing where the bead seats. I'm just lubing this little valley in between. That's going to help the tire fit better and air up and seat. But we don't ever want to lube with that bead seats on the rim or the tire. I'll put a little lube on the face, and you can see on the Rotobox wheel the spokes actually contain air cavities. It's a little bit different. It's a torsion box design. Now on our tire, and sometimes on carbon wheels I'll use a little less lube, because the rim itself is slick enough that it just doesn't need quite the lube that a crusty old rim would need. So I'm putting that on the inside edge and in the back where you don't see it, on the top. Keep this clean. If you do get any on there, you're not comfortable with it, wipe it off. You don't want to lube there because you can, under heavy acceleration, you can spin your tire if you've got lube in that bead seat area. It's not a bead sealant at all. It's just a tire lubricant. Now I kick the tire up, create space for the end of the bar. Our bead keeper tool will keep the bead from creeping. I'm going to push the bar with my hip just like in every other tire change. Compress that tire way down. The more you push this down, the more clearance you're going to have on this side. I pull the handle and pop that tire on.